Hi, dreamers. How's it going? Um, I want to talk about walks because I just discovered them and they're really great. Yeah, kind of a latecomer to that whole thing. I actually saw one of my favorite vlogger personalities slash just amazing people in the whole world, Kellyanne from the Fort Queens blog and YouTube channel and other things. She's been doing this sort of blog walking thing, blogging, and it made me think of my new discovery of walking. Walking is really great. Um, so I thought I'd take you to the park that I've been walking in. Anyway, so I've had this problem lately. Not lately, I've had this problem my entire life, and I've been trying to figure out what it is. Lately, I've been calling it a serious aversion to life. So the best example I can give is just a couple months ago. This is all quite new to me. I was home working all day on website stuff and spent most of the day in my bedroom. And predictably, towards the end of the day, I was starting to feel kind of cramped and kind of cabin feverish and just like really tense and gross, and like I knew I kind of needed to get outside and that's something that I should do. So I kind of stood there and thought, okay, what can I do? Because normally what I want to do is go to a bar and drink alcohol and spend money. Two things that I've been trying not to do lately. And so I thought, well, why don't you go for a walk? That's really healthy. Get out in the fresh air. That plane's really loud. Anyway, just get out in the fresh air, get your body moving, go see the neighborhood, and that's healthy, right? And I kind of stand there thinking about it, going, yeah, that's a great idea. I should do that. Just standing there, not doing it, basically, and well, then I look outside and I see my bike that I bought to go bike riding. Novel, right? And I think, oh man, that would feel really good. Fucking breeze blowing on my face, checking out the neighborhood. That sounds really great, just zooming by. Nothing. And I'm starting to think, something I've thought a lot of times when I think thoughts like those, like I could do anything I want right now. I could just go outside and explore. And then I don't, or I go to a bar and drink. I like going to bars and drinking. It's comfortable. I get to drink. I get to not feel things. And I get to be around people. But to avoid the pressure of actually talking to anybody, I read a book in the corner. So it's sort of like I get to not feel lonely, but not be social. It's cheating. But I do enjoy it, actually. So I'm trying not to do that. It's much more appealing. And yeah, I just have this serious aversion to doing fucking normal things, something I would expect to be quite normal, actually, for most people. I just have a hard time getting myself to do it. So finally, one of these times, I do decide to go for a walk. At the end of the walk, I plan to go to a bar so that I feel comfortable actually taking the walk. It's like an incentive to actually do it. And I also take my sort of anti-boredom kit, which is what I used to call it when I was like 8. It's my journal, my journal, my lyrics book, something to sketch in, a third like notebook for stuff like life planning or any other kinds of thoughts that I might have, and a Kindle and pens and stuff. So yeah, I bring that with me in case I get bored on my walk, and of course for when I end up at the bar and I want to do something to ignore people. Yeah, and so I do go for this walk, and one of my practices has been to check in with my body, check in with my thoughts, check in with my feelings, and try to figure out what I'm needing. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on in this particular moment because I'm clearly kind of starting to freak out, spiraling, wondering what the fuck is wrong with me. Finally get myself to go out for a walk. And things are going pretty quickly in my head for a little while. And then about 5 minutes in, I notice myself sort of calming down, suddenly becoming more in touch with my emotions and what's going on in my head. And just feeling, I don't know, more in touch with what's going on with myself. And I've been trying to sort of unlock a lot of these weird aversions. Another one of the weird aversions is talking out loud. Talking out loud is strange for me, to myself. Even though I was an only child and I did talk to myself a lot. I thought it might help to use my fifth chakra, so to speak, and use my voice, my way of impacting the world through language and all that, to talk through my stuff. And that was really hard. I was like, I don't want to do this. But then I started to do it, and it was really, really helpful. Like, I kind of got to the core of what I was feeling like really quickly, and it was really awesome. So in that, thanks in part to Kellyanne of the Four Queens, I have gotten a little bit into Carl Jung and the concept of shadow work. So I started calling these my shadow walks. So when I start freaking out, I have been trying to go for a walk without a bar being at the other end of the process. But you know, today's one of those days where I was planning on going to get a drink. Yeah, I have some progress and some some ways to go yet in my personal growth and strength, but fucking walking, man, just walking. It's like, I don't know why I was so averse to it. If it was like social anxiety or just general fear of the world, kind of an agoraphobia, because I used to have that pretty bad, actually. I remember being driven with my friends to whatever event we're going to, and just being like really anxious. And I had almost forgotten that memory, but it was pretty constant for most of my life. And I don't feel that anymore, thank goodness. But I'm wondering if it's something like that that's sort of still holding on. I'm not really fully conscious of, or yeah, if it's just like fear of the unknown, if it's just laziness. I don't know. I have this thing where it's like, yeah, you could go do that, and then I don't go do that. I usually drink. So that's my story about walks. I highly recommend them. I feel like it's been a really good way for me to unlock myself and check in with myself. Good Lord, being around nature of any kind has been insanely good for me. I grew up in the country, and now I live in Seattle, where there's plenty of green stuff, but if you don't go out to it, you don't get to it. Just fucking being outside and smelling dirt and putting my hands on trees and feeling the wind on my face makes me feel so alive. And check out this beautiful sky. Whoop, there it is. Really just freaking gorgeous sunset right now. So yeah, so I recommend walks. Fuck yeah, walks. Fuck yeah, agency, and not ignoring your urges and being brave, if you can call it brave. I don't even know. I feel so lame, but yeah. Anyway, I hope you have good walks. Thanks for letting me babble at you about mine. All right, bye-bye. Mwah.